This is shaping up to be a ratings disaster for the NBA, and it really sucks for the league because the playoffs have been phenomenal. Ratings for the opening round were the highest in 25 years. At one point during the second round, the NBA was seeing their highest ratings in over 10 years. After a disastrous start to the regular season, the NBA seemed to be revived by the Luka Doncic trade, and they were able to carry that momentum into the postseason. But now, with the NBA Finals rapidly approaching the time of year when all eyes will be on the NBA, there's no competition. This was literally set up perfectly. Caitlin Clark is injured, so there's no competition from her. There's never competition from the other dump divers in the WNBA. June is the one month of the year where news in the NFL tends to be a bit slower. Major League Baseball's been revived, but casual fans, they're not paying attention to baseball until August, maybe even September. In terms of sports, there's nothing competing with the NBA, and this is the matchup they're going to get. A matchup that is equivalent to a wet fart, which would be extremely popular with the Yentas on The View, but I just don't think a wet fart is going to attract the casual fan base. Now, for me personally, I think Thunder Pacers could be a great series. It's perfect for me and other diehard fans of the league. Pacers are a likable team. Tyrese Haliburton, he's got the charisma to be one of the faces of the league. I don't know if he can be the face of the league, but he can damn sure be one of the faces. I know the mainstream sports media, mainly ESPN, I know they wanted this postseason to be the ascension of Anthony Edwards, but it is abundantly clear that he's not ready. At 23 years old, that's not a big deal. And to his credit, Anthony Edwards, he did fight against that media narrative. But ESPN was absolutely relentless in trying to make him the face of the league. For diehard fans, this matchup is compelling because the Thunder are the perfect villain. They're not likable. They generate good heat. Fans complain about their defense and what they're allowed to get away with. SGA is accused of being a free throw merchant, a term that Doris Burke is still unable to properly define. The Thunder, they're annoying. They're a nuisance. You want to see them get their ass kicked. For diehard NBA fans, it's a compelling matchup, but that's not the demo the NBA is looking for the NBA Finals. The NBA needs a matchup that will attract the casual viewer. Unfortunately, they're just not going to get it. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. If you want a preview for ratings of the NBA Finals, just look at the current ratings for the Western Conference Finals. Through 2 games, ratings for the Western Conference Finals hit 4-year lows. OKC has played in 12 windows this postseason. 8 of those 12 windows saw drastic declines in ratings. Unsurprisingly, OKC is not a draw. But KC, the Pacers are a mainstream draw. Ratings in the Eastern Conference Finals have been great. Yeah, that's because the Knicks are involved. Remove the Knicks from the equation and insert the Orlando Magic, ratings would be just as bad. If you look at history, these small market matchups without mainstream star players, they are a recipe for disaster for the NBA. Back in 2007, Finals was Cavs Spurs. Now, this was before LeBron James became the face of the league. At the time, it was the least watched NBA Finals on record, a record that was later broken by LeBron James. Like I told you guys the other day, the NBA, they are going to take a ratings hit in the short term, but long term, I think this could be good for the league. One thing the later rounds of the postseason has done, it has forced the NBA to market their young stars. The Detroit Pistons, they were a great team to watch in the first round. The Knicks have bounced back. Anthony Edwards, he's become almost a household name. More importantly, It has forced the NBA machine to get behind Tyrese Haliburton. Now, do I think Tyrese Haliburton will ever be the best player in the NBA? Let me rephrase that. Do I think Tyrese Haliburton, do I think there will ever be the perception that he is the best player in the NBA? No. Reason being, he doesn't score enough consistently. In most cases, fans perceive the best player in the league as being the most dynamic scorer. Either way, though, it doesn't matter because Tyrese Haliburton, he is one of the best players in the league to watch. And he is one win away from being exposed to the largest audience of his career. Are ratings going to be low for the finals? More than likely. I think they'll be similar to Bucks Suns or Nuggets Heat. Probably somewhere between 10, 12 million viewers. But like I said, it doesn't matter. The ratings this year should not matter. The NBA's already signed their TV deal. They're set for the next decade. From their perspective, this series should be about showcasing their young stars, mainly Tyrese Haliburton. This is the perfect opportunity to create a likable star in the East and the ultimate villain in the West. You're not likely going to see the results this year, but this is the chance to lay the foundation for the next 5 or 10 years. What do you think? Should the NBA Finals this year be about laying the foundation for the future? In the short term, I think the NBA will see a lot of negative publicity about the ratings, but long term, I think this could be great for the league. What about you? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.